So what I do is not like everybody else in this esports and video game world. I'm what they call a talent manager. Right now I am a senior talent manager at Team Liquid. Team Liquid is probably one of the top esports organizations in the entire world. We were actually just valued at 400 and something million, which is like ranked third in the esports market right now, which is pretty awesome. I think third or fourth, I forget. I'm going to guess fourth because that's where we'll always end up placing. So it's really interesting how I kind of got to what I do now. As a talent manager, my job is to make sure that our talent isn't inundated with too many requests, that I make sure that our deliverables are being achieved for our partners, as well as helped develop their brands, their online brands, their personas, their social media content, their Twitch content, anything in between that has to do with talent when it comes to creating or ideating. That's kind of where I'm positioned right now in the company. And it's an interesting career because it's sort of becoming bigger than it's actually getting. I should say it's getting defined. In my career, I've been doing esports and video games for over 15 years now. I'm turning 33 this year. I started playing professionally when I was 15 in these like little tournaments and things like that. But that's like how I earned income. And then as like I started growing and learning and going to college and things like that, I really started to figure out this is what I wanted to do. But the industry as a whole wasn't really developed as much as it is now. It wasn't $1 billion industry. We didn't have teams worth $400 million. We had five guys playing a video game, getting sweaty in the back of a van. It's a lot. It's a lot different than what the current landscape of what esports is. So I fell into this career because I've always had a connection with talent. Every job that I've had, every position that I've been in, has centered or at least touched the talent rosters at different organizations. Prior to my role at Team Liquid, I was with Jinx, which was a video game clothing company. I was the strategic partnership manager there, which effectively I worked with a lot of our licenses like Blizzard, Microsoft, Minecraft, as well as a lot of major influencers like Shroud, Ammunition, and esports teams like Team Liquid, as well as the esports organizations inside the studios. So I worked on a lot of different projects and I was able to touch a lot of different things, wear many hats. And that's kind of what led me into my role now. In esports, you've always kind of had to have many hats. You always worn hats. You're working on events, you're going over here working with partners, working with talent. So you just needed to be very multifaceted. And so through my career, I just started learning that. And like I said, when I went to school for film, TV, and theater, radio. So it was kind of it was entertainment basically, which is the world that we're in now. So I never really thought that my time in college, like what I was doing right there, like whatever helped me in my video game world, because really that's for me, it was just a grind. It's always been like just getting the work done and getting out there and like really trying to position myself in this world to be successful. And I feel like I've done a really good job with that. And I think colleges can help really position their students to attain my type of career, is working more outside with more outside organizations, really positioning these kids who I'll say this, I find it really hard to teach this. This isn't a career that's like you can go, I think you can go get a career in like law or entertainment law or something like that. And you'd be very, very good at this direction, because now you'd be able to read contracts. You'd be able to like understand some things that took me a very long time of just getting the nitty gritty down. It's going to take me a little bit longer because I'm in the middle of doing it as opposed to learning about it and then being able to apply that. So I think like what colleges can really do is look at their curriculum, look at what this industry is doing, and then really start to apply those things to it. Because if if they wanted to work as an agent in esports, like they really wanted to work on sponsorship deals, they wanted to work with talent and like making sure those streamers, influencers, creators are receiving compensation, and they're the ones who are negotiating those deals. Like being a lawyer and learning about law and entertainment law, that's like right up this alley. Game development is another huge thing. There's understanding how esports works at the core of the ecosystem, and like the way communities are built. How do these people attach themselves to these games? It's very interesting how this, like a lot of different avenues in college can kind of lead into esports now. It's becoming its own like industry. It's kind of a sub-media, we always look at like Hollywood at the very top, right? Movies, film, TV, all that stuff. And content creation, video games, esports is on the rise. I've been very lucky to get in at the forefront. I had to dedicate a lot of time, effort into putting my own my own personal brand out into the world, I guess that they would say. But I think my career is something that takes a lot of different avenues to get to. You have to have a very like well-rounded a well-rounded quiver of arrows. You have to know how to do these. You have to know how to project manage. You have to know how to person manage. You have to know how to time manage. You have to be solutions oriented. There's a lot. You have to be positive as well, because and you're really like in my role, talent management. You're the bridge between talent and whatever else the company is doing. So whether that is a content piece, whether that is a brand piece, a marketing piece, a partnerships piece, a commerce collection, whatever it may be, like we're the ones bridging that the talent and the inside. So we really have to have a lot of emotional understanding with our talent as well. So it's like that, and that's something that's a little harder to teach. That's something that's like you get into the nitty gritty of it all. But exposing these college kids to this industry, and like bringing in outside people to talk to them about the industry, and giving them the knowledge that not anybody else can really teach yet, because it's not like a curriculum or anything, and give them that ammo to make the decisions if this is something that they would like to move into. I think that could be really beneficial for a lot of colleges.